Good afternoon. My name's Ken Gwines. I'm the Senior Developer of the Trade Analyzer. In today's presentation, we're going to discuss using the Level 2 Analyzer. And for the presentation, I'm using a sample Infinity Level 2 Analyzer that already has several months of trade data in it so that you can see exactly how it takes and sorts your raw data and gives you a place that you can actually code in the types of setups you have, the management style that you trade on, as well as the time frames, the charts that you use, your source code, whether you take your own trade or maybe you're in a chat room with Billy Bob and you trade with Billy Bob's calls, and the time of day that you take your trades on, both the entry and the exit. And it also gives you a place that you can post your common errors that you may have that is causing your demons to draw down your account. So for the first thing that you'd want to do, once you've opened up your analyzer, is you need to customize these sections here for your specific style of trading. If you haven't read and watched our video on customizing the Level 2 template, I highly recommend you do that and set your template up. I'm assuming in this presentation these are my setups that I typically take, as well as the scalping style that I have in management because I'm a scalper. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over to your symbol table. Click on, for instance, that you're trading the Euro E6E. Well, you certainly won't be paying $4 per side for trade. As we all know, every trader has a different account balance as well as frequency of trading. So I recommend you take your transact statement, take a look at the instruments that you're actually trading, and then run the numbers of what they're charging you for commission, as well as what the exchange fees are or any other hidden fees that they may be charging you, and then make the correction right here so you can get an accurate commission reporting. So if you're trading Euro, you may be only having to pay $2.10 a side. So just put in the 210. If you trade oil, 6CL, you may be paying only $2.70 per side. Whatever it is that they're reporting to you in their daily statement, you can just change them right here in the symbol table. Maybe you trade ES, the S&P E-mini, and it's probably about $2.40 a side. Once you've done that, then just go over to your template sheet. In the template sheet, you'll have noticed that I have put in brown color code the codes that you'll be using for winning, losing, scratches, or stop outs for your win-losses, as well as your code for your setups, buy setup, breakout failure. Whatever your style of trading that you've recoded here, is what you'll be using for your coding. Same thing with the management style. Maybe you're scalping it, or maybe you're trailing 5-minute pivots. Then that's the code that you would be using. That depends on what you have decided to recode and set up the analyzer for your style of trading. The other thing you want to think about is you go over to the right and you're going to see up here in column U your account and you're setting up your new monthly sheet that you're going to want to adjust this count size based on your wins or losses for the previous month. So I'm starting out with January. I've got 32,600. So I'm going to use 32.6 as it automatically calculates it in thousands. Okay? Once you've done that, then you basically got your template set up for your style of trading with your account balance in it. Now just go in and right click the template, select move or copy, create a copy, and you're going to find a copy of your template. Right click again, select rename, and let's just use January for our sample. Keep in mind, never post any raw data to the template sheet. That template sheet is where your macros reside. Always make a copy for the month that you're trading in, and in this case we're using January. Once you've done that, you're basically ready to start posting your raw data. So with your scoreboard open in Transact platform, then the first thing you'll do is you'll click on the open order book and open up your orders that you took for the day. With these orders, then just use the floppy disk at the end of the day and save your trades. In this case, we're going to save them to January. Now you've got your trades saved in a CSV file. With that, all you need to do is open up your trades folder. I have a folder directly on my desktop that says calls it Infinity Trades, and subfolders in it for each month's trade, so I can organize where my monthly trades are and to use them. For this, we're going to be using January 2012. So I just open it, open up my day's trades, and I now have all my raw data in a CSV Excel file. Make sure you go all the way over and get all your trade data. Highlight just the cells of data. Use Control C to copy. Now just open up your analyzer. Go over to the end of day trades. Highlight A7 and use Control V to copy them. It's that simple. You've now got all your raw data copied directly into the analyzer. One of the first things you want to do is take a look at your date timestamp and make sure the time that it is reporting is in your local time zone. If not, you can change the Greenwich Mean Time Converter to convert it appropriately. In this case, let's assume that we're in Australia, and it's got a -9 time zone for Greenwich Mean. So just go in there and put a -9. If it is actually reporting in your time zone, then just delete that number so the converter will not convert all your entry times and exit times. Once you've done that, then you just post a month's sheet. Use the first macro. It It's going to tell you the trades are in January. Click OK. And of course, I want to post it to my January sheet, not my template sheet. Give the analyzer a few seconds, and you'll now see all your data has been dissected and put in your January sheet, giving you the day of the trade, as well as the instrument you're trading, of course your account ID, and whether it was a long or a short on your entry, your filled quantity at your filled price, and your exit price. It now tells you the filled time that you filled the trade, as well as the exit time when you exited the trade, giving you an idea that I spent about 14 minutes in this trade. The analyzer also calculates your profit and loss on your trades, and based on what you defined in the symbol table, tells you what you're paying per side for your trades, both on the in as well as the out. It's automatically determined whether it was a long or a short position that you took. Now the next thing you need to do is just go over to your column R, win-loss. You need to define what your risk amounts are. Everybody has different risk amounts, as well as whether it was a winning trade, you would use a W. A losing trade, an L. A scratch, you would use an X, both on the profit or the loss side, if you do record your scratches. And of course, stop out is SO. And that is determined because I have a $100 risk amount. Anything over that, I got stopped out. So then go in there and put your codes for your win, losses, and stop outs. 110 was my loss on my first trade, so that I got stopped out of that. My risk is only 100. And then the next trade, I won 110. The next trade, I got out break even. The next trade was a winning trade. The next one a winning trade. Then I had a losing trade. Then I had a winning trade. And then another winning trade. Once you've coded your win-loss, you can now go over and post to your monthly sheet. In posting here, use this second macro, post all dates, and press it. Give the analyzer a few seconds to process your data, and you're going to notice up in row 9 your today's results. Today was the 6th that we posted. We also was a Friday. Total trades were 8 trades. 5 of them were wins for 740 profit. I recorded no scratches. So I had a total profit for the day of 740 and an average winning trade of $148 per trade. I had one break even. I had one loss for $100. Again, I didn't record any scratches. But I had a stop out for 110, giving me a total loss for the day of 210 and an average loss per trade of $105. Now you're going to see your P&L over here of $530 gross. And it's going to also tell you had a 62% batting average and a 1.41 win-loss ratio for the day. It's also accumulated all your trade costs for your commissions of $38.40. It's also broken down and told you the percent of your P&L you spent in commissions, and in this case today I had 7.25% of my profit and loss I spent on commissions. So it gave me a net for the day of $491.60. You'll also notice that it is accumulating your monthly commissions as well as your P&L, batting average, and win-loss ratio, and percentage of return on your dollar amount. As you continue posting your trades, this will change and accumulate by the month. The next thing you need to do is understand that you've already customized your template. If you haven't, I highly recommend you go in and watch our video customizing the level 2 template. It will give you an exact examples of how to customize your templates and change your codes accordingly to fit your needs. So we're going to assume you've already customized the template and this is the way it's set up for. The next thing you're going to want to watch, and I'm going to give you a sample of March and the coding that has been put in place for it. Okay, my first trade was a buy setup. I scalped it, but I trailed it on a 5-minute. I used a 2-minute chart. It was my trade, my call, and I traded it pre-market. And my error problem with my error was the fact that I let it pull back too far using 8 as my error code. You have up to 4 error codes that you can put in there. And when you put your error codes in, it will automatically update your demons chart up here with your errors, how often you're creating the same error, and of course where you need to focus on. In this case, I let it pull back too far. 20% of my trades, I let it pull back too far. And another error I have hit down here at 12%. It also tells me I've done 32% of my trades was a nice trade and I had proper management in it, yet 9% I had an early profit and I didn't let it reach its target. So that automatically is sorted for you. Once you've done your coding, and as you progress through the month with your coding, you're now going to see that for the month I've had 148 total trades. 86 of them were wins for $12,435 profit. It also showed me that I had losing trades for the month of 4,900. So I wound up for the month at $7,515 profit with a 58.11% batting average. Showing you your profit up here at $7,515 for the month and 58% batting average, 1.82% win-loss ratio. While you've been using the macros, it's also moved all your data, daily data, directly over to your tracking sheet called the total sheet. And here is showing now every day's data, what I've done for the week and the second week, as well as what I've done for the whole month of January. And the losses it's tracking, as well as your daily totals, your profit and loss, your batting average, and your Sharpe ratio. It's kept track of your commissions on a daily as well as a weekly and your total for the month. It has taken it a step further and also tracked to tell you when your best day of the week is for your trading. And it appears in January, my best day was Wednesdays for $3,357 that I made on all 4 Wednesdays of the month, and the batting average as well as your Sharpe ratio or win-loss ratio. It's also keeping track of it on the annual basis up at the top in row 6 of how I stand for the year. That's really all there is to using the Level 2 analyzer. Now you can take and analyze what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and where you're doing it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at support@mytradeanalyzer.com. I thank you for viewing this video, and I hope you have a nice day trading.